Pitcher is number 15, Shelby Stewart. Number 5, Mackenzie Fortner. Number 7, William Connor. Number 8, Raylan Alvarez. Number 13, Autumn Burnett. And number 51, Courtney Manning. If I can have you please rise and take off your hats for the play of today's national anthem and the prayer. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for this day you've given us to come out here and play some softball on this lovely day. As we be with you, as you be with the fans, the refs, the players, and the coaches for good sportsmanship and great attitudes. We give you all the glory. Amen. Number 5, second baseman, Keegan Barber. Pitching for the Tigers, number 15, Shelby Stewart.
Shot to right, and that is caught Jalen Alvarez with the catch, player center fielder, and that's one down for the Bronson Eagles.
Number 24, Maddie Boone.
Union County coming number 12 in rule, 7 wins, 5 losses on the year, taking on the 19th ranked team in rule, the Lady Eagles of Brantford. They're coming in 4 wins and 5 losses on the season. Tigers will be their last home game before spring break. Next time we will see them won't be until after the spring break holidays. Actually, the Tigers' next home game won't be until the 20th, which should be tomorrow. Sorry, so we'll be here tomorrow. I apologize. Look at the schedule. They were playing the Barton Trail Bears, who they lost to opening day 5-2 back on the 17th of February. Then that'll be their last matchup before spring break, and they'll come back on the 31st. They'll welcome in the Chiefland Indians. Both the baseball team and softball team will be action on that night. That'll be then actually the last game out against Swan, they won 11-1 on this past Tuesday. So this is it. The Tigers will have home softball the rest of the way. After tonight, they'll go the rest of the way home here at Betty Brackett Field. They'll have a home match tonight against the Brantford Eagles. Home tomorrow night against the Barton Trail Bears. They'll be home next the following Tuesday, not this Tuesday, the following Tuesday. They'll host the Chief of Indians. Then they'll host Fort White on the 2nd of April. And they'll end the season at home on senior night against the Bell Bulldogs. So 4 consecutive home games in the year for the Lady Tigers. So that's 2 down for the Eagles, the Lady Eagles. So this is good for the Tigers. The Tigers are 3-1 in district play. They only trail district leading Brantford by 1 in the loser column. Brantford's 2-0 in district play, while Union County has the second best record, has the most wins in district play at 3-1. So district tournament start play today. Union County will be the 2 seed in district play. The rest of the district looks like this: Fort White, the 3 seed, followed by Dixie County. That's a strikeout by Union County. That goes 3 up, 3 down. And we head to the bottom of the first. Let's meet the Lady Eagles of Bronson, presented by Duke's Legal PA. And let's read their rosters. They are a 8 through 12 middle high school. They're on a 2-game win streak. Winners against Chief and Dixie County last 2 games out. As I said before, they're number 19 in rural class. They only have 3 seniors. Let's read the Lady Eagles. Number 2 is a 7th grader Bella Pope. Number 3 is a junior Jordan Page. Number 5 is a junior Tegan Barber. Number 12 is a junior Julie Ann Lampton. Number 13 is freshman Bistel Coward. Number 14 is 8th grader Layla Smith. Number 21 is a sophomore McKenna Dean. Number 22 is a freshman Megan Meeks. Number 23 is 8th grader Bella Maduro. Number 24 is a senior Madison Dean. 27 is a senior Cordelia Lamb. Number 49 is 8th grader Million Ayala. Number 50 is a senior Sky Dayton. As Mayhew's on up the bat first for the Tigers. for tonight. A little chilly night here in Union County. On the mound tonight is number 12. She is junior, and that is Julianne Lampton for the Lady Eagles. The last time these two teams met was in Levy County, where the Tigers put the bat to the bat. They won 18-7 back on the 24th of February. Tigers looking for the sweep tonight here at Betty Brackett Field. And Tiger fans, get ready because these Tiger fans will not be leaving here for the foreseeable few weeks. They'll be home for the remainder of their 4 games. So, Tiger fans, you got to do, come check out the softball team and try to clinch out a top 2 seed in the upcoming district tournament play. Also, out there in St. Augustine, the boys baseball team come off a huge win over Lafayette this past Tuesday night. Their first win over the Hornets since 2022. They will be on action against the St. Joseph Academy Flashes. Only varsity will play tonight. They started, I believe, at 4 p.m.
Number 1, second baseman, Leanne Dick.
Let's go game changer right now for the updates from St. Augustine. Leanne Dix at the plate as Mayhew lines right back to the pitcher for the first out. We're tied at 0 here in Union County. And the Tigers unfortunately fall at 10 runs. They fall to 12-5 on the season. They lose 13-3 to the St. Joe Flashes. Tigers go down to 12-5, and that will end. That's 2 outs for Union County as Dix flies out to right. But breaking news: the Tigers fall to 12-5, losing the road to St. Augustine's St. Joe's Academy. That's their final game before spring break. They will be in Vienna, Florida for 3 games during the spring break, and they'll take on the Coral Gables team during the holiday break. Tough night for the Tigers after an emotional win against the Hornets. They face a very good St. Joe's team. Tigers fall to 12-5. Into that matchup, number 1 in the state with that loss that probably hurt them in the standings. The Tigers have faced a real tough non-conference schedule. Teams like Ocala Trinity Catholic, they face University Christian, they face St. Joe's, of course, as I aforementioned, Nice, Oakleaf. They face some real tough schools. They can't win them all in the sport of baseball, but a 12-5 start through 17 games is an impressive start, and being the top 3 in rural classes is another feat for itself. So, congratulations to Coach Jawan James and their team going into the holiday break. A strikeout for Lampton as Hanley goes down. Tigers go down 1-2-3. We're going to the top of the second as we complete 1 here at Betty Brackett Field. Both teams with 1-2-3 in the opening innings. We're going to the top of the second, where Morgan will show me still on the mound, the senior. Low pitch for Stewart. That is a ball. A lot left to play for this year for Coach Brian Thompson team. They trying to see them 0-3, but over the last, I want to say, 8 or 9 games, they only lost 2 games. So over the last 7 games, they're 4. Well, over the last 9 games, they're 7-2. with big wins over Branford, Fort White, and other schools. Only two losses came to the Newberry Panthers and the Trenton Tigers. They lost Trenton twice. Lost Trenton twice during that win streak. So after those three start, the Tigers have won 7 of their last 9 games with 100 teams in rule in softball. And it's due to the bats. The bats have exploded over the last 9 ball games for Coach Thomas's team. They're going to continue that strong slugging performance going to the back half of their final 4 games. Luckily, all 4 games will be home here at Betty Bracken Field. So Tiger fans, please come support Tiger softball and try to compete for another state championship. It's been 9 years since our last state championship team. 2017 was our first ever state championship team here in Union County. And we're looking to bring another banner here back to Union County as well as the baseball team. Their only state championship team was in 2012. So looking to bring championship banners back to Union County. A strike by Stewart, and out she goes. 1 down for the Eagles.
That's up to bat. Number 14, left fielder, Layla Smith.
We got some alumni that's playing D1 softball. Tiffany Clark is playing D1 softball at Florida International University. She's having a phenomenal season. She started her career here at Union County High School, where she won a state championship. You also got players in baseball. You got there's a bunch of them. I can't name all off the top of my head. But once I name them, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Devin Diggs. You got Trayvon Lee. You got Kyler Cohen Jr. You got a bunch of those guys playing at the ABAC Junior College over there in Tifton, Georgia. Doing a phenomenal job. And that's a foul ball for the Eagles. Yesterday was a phenomenal show. Our first Tiger Talk show 2026. If you missed it, guys, it's on our YouTube page, Union County Radio on YouTube, and also on my personal Facebook page. We was on for 2 hours talking about Tiger sports, pot water. As we get ready for the 2026 Tiger football season, pop fly back to the shallow right, and that's fielded by me and Kent. That's 2 down for the Lady Eagles.
That's up to bat. Number 23, shortstop, Bella Maduro.
Also tonight, it is Run the Bases night as the Union County SWAT has sponsored tonight's event. So young people, if you're coming to tonight's game, please get you a golden dart base because at the end of tonight's matchup, you're gonna run the bases tonight. So thanks to Union County SWAT for sponsoring tonight's Run the Bases golden dart edition as Union County SWAT is sponsoring tonight's matchup between the Lady Tigers and the Lady Eagles. So if you're young people here tonight, if you want to run the base tonight, go get your golden dart bracelet from any Union County SWAT high school member out there by the front gate. And a strikeout by Stewart. That's 2 in the inning for her. And the Tigers force 1, 2, 3 for the Eagles. We're going to the bottom half of the second.
Top of the second.
Welcome back to Bailey Bracket Field. Adeline Hines up the bat, the catcher, the senior transfer from Bradford High School, up the bat for the first time tonight. That's Hampton showing the mound for the visiting Lady Eagles. Tigers looking for the 8th win of the year and their 8th win in the last 10 games. Hines shot to left and just fouled off. Hines already has a home run already this year in a win against Dixie County just last week. She hit one right off the top of the scoreboard. Looking for a second home run of the season. Here's a pitch by Hampton. That is a strike for Hampton, so it's a 1-2 count for Hines. Here we go. Here's a pitch by Hampton. Hines gets caught swinging. That's a strikeout for Hampton. Tigers go down first. Up, up the bat is the DH. Michaela Orton, she also homered a couple times this year as well. I watched her hit a home run against LaFayette early this year. That goes down for a strike. 0-1 count for Orton, one of the younger players on this Tiger roster. Outside for a ball for Orton. No relation to Randy Orton. As the temperature start to dip and the stars about to come out of the sky here in Union County as the sun starts to set. Orton swings and she fouls, but it's called for a strike, so it's a 1-2 count for Orton. Both pitchers are playing phenomenal. Both defense are not letting up at nothing at all here in the early parts of the matchup. High for a ball, 2-2 count. If you watch any March Madness today, we had a major upset in the March Madness field as High Point, the 12th seed, knocks off 5th seed in Wisconsin, 6-3, 6-2, as Orton goes for a walk. And man on for the Tigers as Orton up the bat, up on first base. Number 16, Brooke Hunt up the bat, the third baseman. She also played a little bit of catcher for the Tigers as well. With 1 on, 4 out for the Tigers. Check swing, and she's called for a strike. 1 on, 1 out for the Lady Tigers. Here in that bottom half of the second. No score here at Bailey Bracket Field. Here's a pitch by Hampton. Swung and missed by Hunt. 0-2 count here in the bottom half of the second with 1 down and 1 on for the Lady Tigers. On deck is Alvarez high for a 1-2 count. Jayla Alvarez, who was sensational last time I was here, she was 3 for 3 against Addison Allaire, the sensational UF commit from Trenton. And the Tigers fell 4-1 with bases loaded. And Tigers didn't get the job done. But a phenomenal effort by the Tigers. I said this to Coach Tomlinson last week when he played Trenton. I believe the third time around the Tigers can beat the Trenton Tigers. I've never seen Addison Allaire that flush on the mound when she was at night against Union County. Check swing by Hunt. And going for 2. High, but it is 2 down. Hunt gets on safe at first. Tina Alvarez, the sensational center fielder. Let's see what she her first cracks at the bat tonight. That's going to be high for a ball for Alvarez. Her little sister plays on the JV team. There's some times this year that both sisters play on the varsity team at times together. Alvarez plays center field tonight, up the bat with a facing 1-0 count. Alvarez foul for a 1-1 count. Outside they called it for a strike. Way outside, but they called it for a strike. 1-2 count. Coach Brian Thomason on third base, coach. Did not like the call, but it's a 1-2 count for Alvarez. Alvarez takes a shot to the outfield and there's a foul ball. March Madness is here, and right now in the South Region first round matchup is 16 North Carolina leading VC 24-18 at the 7:43 mark. Alvarez swings and struck out. And so far, dominance on both sides of the fence. Tigers go.
At Murray Automotive Group. With 2 stores now open, we have an even bigger selection of vehicles with the same great level of service you've come to expect from the Murray name. Our brand new Quick Lane facility can handle all your automotive needs for any make or model, including RVs. And nobody beats our prices, and I mean no one. And we'll trade anything from rubber ducks to tow trucks. So come see me, Dale Murray, at either Murray Superstore location, and I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
You're listening to Union County Radio, WUCR 107.9 LPFM, Lake Butler, Florida, and online at TigerStreamRadioFL.com.
Welcome back to bases. Welcome back to Glow in the Dark Base right now here. Welcome back to Glow in the Dark Bases run down here at Betty Brackett Field as Union County SWAT is sponsoring this night's event. If you're a student or a young kid that's want to run the base at any night's matchup between the Tigers and the Eagles, please get your band from any Union County High School SWAT member, and they'll make sure you get a bracelet so you can run the base tonight after the conclusion of today's matchup. Welcome back to Betty Brackett Field. We're in the top of the third. Both teams' defenses have been sensational. Only one person on for the Tigers these 2 innings. So far for the Eagles, no runners on at all. It has been 2 shutout innings of both pitchers and they've been dominant. As Stewart and Hampton are going blow for blow. Last time these teams met, it was a lot of points on the board. 25 runs combined between the 2 schools. Last match, the Tigers went 18-7 back on the 24th of February. But only nothing at all for the first time tonight. The Lady Eagles will get a run on after a walk. First time a runner's been on the plate for the Lady Eagles. They looking for a bunt attempt, and she won't get it. Goes in for a strike. Good job by Hines to eliminate a runner going to second. Here's a pitch by Stewart. That's fouled away for another strike. 0-2 count for Morgan Stewart. Here's a pitch. Check swing, fouled away for 0-2 count. Appreciate everybody listening tonight here on WCR 107.9, Tiger FM Radio, Union County Radio, and online at Union County Radio on YouTube and on Facebook. Thank y'all for continued support. We're at 114 subscribers, guys. We're still got a long ways to go, but thank y'all for support. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit the notification bell button for more anything Tiger related. We'll bring it to your Union County Radio. 0-2 count for Stewart, just outside for a ball. And Got the strikeout, but they get a run at first. That is the first out of the third inning for the Lady Eagles. Still 1 on, 1 down. Another strikeout for Stewart. Bunt attempt. Stewart's going to get her on at first to make it 2 down for Union County. With a run to advance the second. Strike. Here's the pitch. And got her! Strikeout by Stewart. Good call by the skipper. And now they end the top of the third. Left 1 on for the Eagles. We're down to 3, going to the bottom half of 3.
Spires IGA Market is a locally owned, hometown proud supermarket. That means they are deeply committed to being more than just a grocery store. They strive every day to make a difference in their community, and for 4 generations, the Spires family has catered to its customers. The Spires IGA weekly ad is always available online at www.spiresmarket.com, and daily deals are available on their Facebook page at Spires Market. Their number in Lake Butler is 496-3361. Spires IGA Market, old-fashioned customer service.
Welcome to Betty Brackett Field. We're going to the bottom half of 3. So far, 2.5 scoreless innings for the Lady Tigers. Up the bat, it's number 6, Mia Kidd. First pitch is a ball for number 6, Mia Kidd. That is a ball again for Kidd. Another ball, 3-0 count for Kidd. And a strike for Kidd, 3-1. And Kidd will go for a walk, and she'll be on base at first. That's a deco. Out the bat for the Lady Tigers. Deco butt attempt foul. Deagle fakes an 0-1 count. Deagle swings and misses, 0-2 count. Wild pitch. It is a 1-2 count. And a 2-2 count for Jesse Deagle. Outside, full count for Deagle. Deagle shot to the center. Hunt is out, but Deagle get on it first. One down for Union County.
Up to bat. Number 21. 23. Lillian Mayhew.
23, Lillian Mayhew on the bat for the Tigers, who was struck out in her first appearance. 1 on, 1 out for the Tigers. Here's the pitch by Hampton. Mayhew check swing, pop fly to left, and that's 2 down for Union County. And Deacon will get back to first safe. 2 down for Union County. On the bat next for the Tigers is Leanne Dix.
Up that. Number 1. Leanne Dix.
Mm. 2-1 count for Dix. 1 on, 2 down for the Tigers. Still the scoreless bottom third. That is strike 2-2 count for Dix. Temperature's getting real low here. You got a third straight cold night here. You got since Monday night. Temperatures was in the low high 30s. Shot to the right, and it's in for a hit for Dix. Deacon's gonna take it to the house. And the Tigers take a 1-0 lead off an RBI triple by Leah Dix. Tigers lead 1-0.
Number 12. Hanley.
Haley on the bat. What a shot by Leah Dix. A RBI triple, bringing Deacle all the way home from first. A shot just out the midst of the center fielder, and Union County strikes first here in the bottom half of the third. Haley with a skyrocket shot over to the Tiger dugout. And that's going right back to the Tiger batting cages for a strike. Here's the pitch to Hanley. Hanley shot right up the middle, and another run scored from Fort Bird. Hanley gives the Tigers a 2-0 lead. Back-to-back 2-out RBIs for the Lady Tigers, and the Tigers take a 2-0 lead.
Number 9, Addie Hines.
Adeline Hines at the bat for the Tigers. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, but the Tigers are back-to-back RBIs in the 2-out period. High for a ball. Tigers started the bat starting to chime in at the right time. 2-0. Union County leads here at the bottom of the third. Hines pushes one, but that's going to the bushes. 0-2 count for Hines. Oh, 2 count for Hines. We'll see how it goes. Huh? Here's the pitch. High. Haley going for a steal, and she's safe at second. Emma Haley with put the wheels on. Coach Thomason approves the message. And Hines throw the Jacks, and she's in score position at second. 2-1 count for Hines. Hines hit by a pitch, and Haley will go to third, but she has to go back. She was hit by a pitch. But I'll put the Tigers on with 2 out for Michaela Orton. Here in the bottom half of the third.
Number 11, Michaela Orton.
Orton up the bat. Runners at first and second, 2 down, 2-0 Union County. The 12th ranked Tigers in rule is showing off their bats once again against the Lady Eagles. Strike for Orton. Orton swings and misses. That's 2 down. Oh, 2 count, 2 on for the Tigers. Orton swung and struck out. Tigers leave 2 on, but they scored 2. And the Tigers take a 2-0 lead heading to the top of the fourth.
Spires IGA Market is a locally owned, hometown proud supermarket. That means they are deeply committed to being more than just a grocery store. They strive every day to make a difference in their community, and for 4 generations, the Spires family has catered to its customers. The Spires IGA weekly ad is always available online at www.spiresmarket.com, and daily deals are available on their Facebook page at Spires Market. Their number in Lake Butler is 496-3361. Spires IGA Market, old-fashioned customer service.
You're listening to Union County Radio, WUCR 107.9 LPFM, Lake Butler, Florida, and online at TigerStreamRadioFL.com.
Welcome back to Betty Bracken Field. Tigers take a strong bottom of third, so making a 2-0 lead here going to the top of the fourth with 3 complete here at Betty Brackett Field. Here on UCHS SWAT night, it's glow in the dark, run the base night for your kids. If you still can participate in tonight's facilities, go get a glow in the dark band from any UCHS team member, and they'll make sure you get a band so you can participate and run the bases, glow in the dark edition. And right now, the bases are being ran by the Tigers 2-0 here with Stewart dealing on the mound. Chip shot on the first, and she's out. Gonna hustle by me and Kent. 3 scoreless innings for Morgan Stewart. Shelby Stewart, I meant, through 3 innings. Impressive work by the senior pitcher.
Next up to bat, number 21, McKenna Dean.
Shelby Stewart, 3 innings scoreless. No hits so far tonight. Shot to the right, and that's going to foul off into by the contestant. Shot to center. That's going right to Mayhew. That's 2 down for Brantford.
Next up to bat, number 49, Amelia Ozala.
A pop fly, and it's caught by Kent. 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Tigers. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, Tigers still cruise to a 2-0 lead.
Eagles, top of the fourth. Eagles still trail.
At Lake Butler Hospital, our number one priority is the patient. We provide one-on-one treatment with hands-on and compassionate care throughout our hospital. Lake Butler Hospital provides 24-hour emergency services, inpatient hospitalization, and short-term rehab. Our family and pediatric clinic offers primary care for the entire family. Lake Butler Hospital is located at 850 East Main Street in Lake Butler and online at lakebutlerhospital.com. That's lakebutlerhospital.com.
At Murray Automotive Group. With 2 stores now open, we have an even bigger selection of vehicles with the same great level of service you've come to expect from the Murray name. Our brand new Quick Lane facility can handle all your automotive needs for any make or model, including RVs. And nobody beats our prices, and I mean no one. And we'll trade anything from rubber ducks to tow trucks. So come see me, Dale Murray, at either Murray Superstore location, and I'll be waiting for you. And remember, at any Murray Superstore, it's all about you. Shazam!
You're listening to Union County Radio, WUCR 107.9 LPFM, Lake Butler, Florida, and online at TigerStreamRadioFL.com.
Welcome back to the bottom of the fourth. Tigers lead 2-0 here at Betty Brackett Field. Up the bat is number 16, Brookhart. Here's the pitch to Hunt. Hunt hit by a pitch and should go to first.
Number 32, Jaden Alvarez.
Tina Alvarez, who is 0 for 1 her first attempt at the plate. And a butt attempt by Alvarez for a strike. Here's a pitch, Alvarez for a ball. Alvarez butt attempt for another strike. Here's the pitch, Alvarez wide. 2-2 count for Alvarez. High. 3-2 count for Alvarez. One on, no outs. Alvarez swings and strikes out. One down for Union County. That's going to bring up number 6, Mia Kent.
Next up to that, number 6, Mia Kent.
Kent butt attempt foul. Kent called for a ball. Here's a pitch. Strike for Kent. 2-2. High. That's going to be an easy stolen base for Brookhart. Full count for Kent. His pitch. Inside. Kent goes for a walk. Runs that first and second with one down. That's going to bring on number 21, Chesadico.
Number 21, Jessa Deco.
One count for Deco. Dingle swings. That's a 1-2 count. Safe. So that'll be a 2-2 count for Dingle. Dingle swings and she is struck out. 2 down for Union County.
Up to that, number 23, Lillian Mayhew.
Lillian Mayhew up for the Tigers, facing 2 down, 2-1. Hunt at second. Chopper to the left. That's going to fall in for a base hit, and Brooke Hunt is gone. 3-0 Tigers. Mayhew with an RBI single. Tigers, fifth lead.
Number 1, Leanne Dick.
Leanne Dix, who scored last inning off a RBI triple. Last inning, let's see what they do this time about 4 Dix. Check swing. Dix, another one of 4 Tiger seniors on this team. Two count for Dix. Woo! Right off the noggin. And that's going to load the bases up for the Lady Tigers for number 12, Emma Henley.
Number 12, Emma Hanley.
As a catcher, have a conference with her pitcher. As bases loaded with 2 down. They're having a very animated conversation right now. Bases loaded, 2 down for Emma Henley. Tigers lead 3-0 here at the bottom of the 4th. Haley swings for a strike. High for a ball. Low for a ball. Actually, the 1-2 count. And she's going for a walk. 4-0. She got hit by a pitch. Tigers lead 4-0. Up the bat is number 9, Emma Hines.
Up next, number 9, Addie Hines.
Addie Hines on the bat. Bases loaded, 2 down. And for those who watching, Emma Henry got hit in the wrist on the last pitch. Hines would love no better than get a grand slam opportunity here in the bottom half of the 4th. On deck is number 11, Michaela Orton. Hines swings for a strike. Hines with a shot. It's caught. And I don't leave 3 on. But the Tigers lead 4-0. Going to the top of the 5th.
They got that for the Tigers. The 4th. They scored 2 more.
Your floor is what grounds you to your home. The experts at Carpet One specialize in catering to all of the flooring needs of both residential and commercial clients. Our competitive prices and top quality products have left us with a reliable reputation that continues to exceed your expectations. Carpet
Spires IGA Market is a locally owned, hometown proud supermarket. That means they are deeply committed to being more than just a grocery store. They strive every day to make a difference in their community, and for 4 generations, the Spires family has catered to its customers. The Spires IGA weekly ad is always available online at www.spiresmarket.com, and daily deals are available on their Facebook page at Spires Market. Their number in Lake Butler is 496-3361. Spires IGA Market, old-fashioned customer service.
You're listening to Union County Radio, WUCR 107.9 LPFM, Lake Butler, Florida, and online at TigerStreamRadioFL.com.
Through 4 innings, it has been all UC, and the Tigers are in their alternative gold uniforms. It has been all Tigers tonight so far, 4-0 going to the top of the 5th. And Shelby Stewart has been pitching a no-hitter tonight through 4 complete.
Next up to bat, in the Continental, with 13, Layla Smith.
Shot to the right, that's foul. Shot to the right. That's been fielded by Deco. That's out number 1. Good job on the right field. Just a Deco to put one down and the no-hitter intact for the Union County Fire Tigers.
Number 23, Bella McGurr.
Stewart's no-hitter is still intact through 4.5. Dip for a foul. Pitch. Strike for Stewart. That's what you count. Here's the pitch. Shot to shallow right, the shallow left. That's fielded by Kent. Hit by Hunt. That is 2 down for Union County, and a no-hitter still intact for Shelby Stewart.
Next up to bat, number 10, Jose player, Megan Meeks.
It's officially nighttime here in Union County, but if it's starting to feel like summer because the bats are still hot for the Lady Tigers. 4-0 here against the Eagles. They've outscored the Eagles 22-7 during their matches this year. It is now 60 degrees here in Union County. It's going to be a low 40 tonight, so get some hot chocolate on the way home tonight from the ballpark. Low will be here tomorrow night for the Barton Trail Lady Bears coming all the way from Ponte Vedra on the north side of Jacksonville. We'll get ready for that matchup tomorrow night. 6:45 for the Bird Automotive Superstore pregame show. Here at WC on the 7.9. And then we're back here on the 31st of March to welcome in the Chiefland Indians. So your boy will be here at the softball park for the next few games until the district playoffs. Strike for Stewart. There's a pitch. Pop fly back up to the DJ booth. Pitch and a strikeout for Stewart as her no-hitter bid continues. As she's gone through 4.5 with no hits allowed.
Up next, you got the Indian Tigers, number 11.
Michaela Orton up the bat for the Tigers. As we're in the bottom half of the fifth, Tigers up 4-0. Time's running out for the lead Eagles. They want to make a dent in this run. Still, through 4.5 innings pitched for Shelby Stewart, she is on the verge of capitalizing with a no-hitter tonight. If she can hold on for 2 more innings, she will have a no-hitter. Wide for Hampton, who has been struggling since the bottom half of the third, where this Tigers team started to pour it on. As you can see from our right side of the scores table, SWAT members with glow in the dark sticks for any child or anybody who wants to participate and run the bases tonight. We got them ready for you. Thanks a lot to Union County SWAT for sponsoring the run the bases tonight here at Penny Bracket Field. Back to the action of the field. Orton faced a 2-1 count with a 4-0 lead here in the bottom half of the fifth. There's the pitch. Orton with another ball, 3-1 count for Orton. Orton fouls away, full count. Here's the pitch. Hampton. Orton with a slam back to the DJ booth, literally right above our heads. That's a full count for Orton. Orton is struck out, and that's 1 down for UC here in the bottom half of the fifth. That'll bring on number 16. That is Brooke Hunt.
Next up to bat, number 16, Brooke Hunt.
High for Brooke Hunt. 3-0 count for Hunt. The pitch high, and Hunt will go for a walk. Another conference between the pitcher and the catcher. Second one tonight. And Alvarez, who has not got a hit. We got a substitution for courtesy runner for the Lady Tigers for Brooke Hunt. Alvarez up the bat. She's 0 for 2 tonight. But didn't even much for her. She was playing good defense in the outfield. As you can see, some of the Bronson Lady JV players with some glow in the dark sticks from the SWAT. As that's out number 2 for Alvarez. He goes down 0-3 on the night. And I'll bring on number 6, Mia Kent. Outside for a ball. After this inning, the Eagles have 2 chances left to tie win this game. Because once again, the Tigers will have to bat in the bottom of the 7th. So they have the top of the 6th and the top of the 7th to get this 4-0 deficit. So the Tigers will win number 8 of the year. That's another ball for Mia Kent. Three 0 count for Mia Kent. Hit. Got caught looking for a strike. 3-1 count. It's now 8 o'clock on the East Coast, 8:08 to be exact, and the temperatures are dipping further in the stock market. And right now, you get some nice warm to drink, get you a nice glass of hot cocoa, and chill out and enjoy some sports tonight. We got sports all over. You got March Madness right now. You got spring training in baseball. Heck, here in Lake Butter, you got softball. Come on out, support Tiger softball. Despite leading 3-0, Kent falls in strikeouts and out of the inning. We're going to the top of the 6th. Bronson trails Union County 4-0. Welcome back to Betty Bracket Field. Tigers lead at the top of the 6th. Through 5 complete innings, Tigers lead 4-0. And still on the mound tonight is Shelby Stewart. Chopper to the left. Can she get her out? And she's out. The no-hitter stays intact. For number 15, Shelby Stewart. What an extension of the play by first baseman Mia Kent. And that is a nominee for Defensive Player of the Game. You got 2 nominees right now. You got Alvarez early on the 2nd. for the chase down, the fly out. The kid right here extending here at the first place bag to avoid the hit. Another strike for Shelby Stewart. She's been to come in all night here against the Lady Eagles, looking for win number 8 of the year for her Tigers. Tomorrow night they'll be home against the Butler Trail Bears, a team they lost to opening night 5-2 back in February, looking to avenge their first loss of the year as they welcome in the Bears here at the Betty Brackett Field. Stewart on the mound, wheeling and dealing tonight with a 2-0-2 lead. They get a 1-2 count for Shelby Stewart. One of 4 Tiger seniors. Stewart. Here's the pitch. Strike him out. Stewart again on the mound, looking like Roger Clemens, and is dealing tonight. Another strikeout for Shelby Stewart, and she is in full control.
For the Bronson Tigers, Bronson Eagles, number 5, second baseman, Keegan Barber.
Stewart still on the mound, 2 outs. And making real quick work of the Eagles. Another pitch. Butt attempt. Fielded by Hutch. Got her out. 3 up, 3 down. And Tigers dominating, going to the bottom of the 6th.
And that's it for the Eagles, top of the 6th. 0 hits, 0 left on, and 0 runs.
All right, so welcome back to Betty Brackett Field. Bottom half of the 6th. Hampton still on the mound. Still down 4-0. A new player on the lineup for the Tigers. Up the bat, number 51, Courtney Manning.
Number 51, Courtney Manning.
Is there any chance of the Tigers, the Eagles to come back and win this game? They got to make this quick work here at the bottom of the 6th. Strike 1 for Courtney Manning. It has been all Tigers from 3rd inning on out. Manning 0-2 count. 0-2 count for Courtney Manning. Here's the pitch. Manning checks swing. Safe. 1-2 count. Tigers trying to go for broke here. This bottom half of the 6th. High. 2-2 count for Courtney Manning. This has been a very quick softball game tonight. Only an hour 20 tonight. As we've been live recording here on WCO 7.9 Tiger Radio. Manning caught those swings and she struck out. And that's going to bring on number 23, Lillian Mayhew, who started all of tonight's festivities.
Up to bat, number 21, Lillian Mayhew.
Mayhew on the bat. Chip foul. 0-1 count for number 23, Lillian Mayhew, who's got a couple of scores on the night. 4-0. 0-1 count. One down here in the bottom half of the sixth. Here's the pitch. High. And it's in for a strike. 0-2 count for Mayhew. I thought that rise ball was going higher and higher, but it just got in the strike zone. 0-2 count for Mayhew. Mayhew check swing to second, and she's safe. Lillian Mayhew on base. Another base hit for Mayhew.
Number 1, Leanne Dick.
Leanne Dick's up the bat for the Tigers. She scored off an RBI triple back in the bottom of the fourth. Actually, bottom half of the third, sorry. Where all this started. Dick's a slapper up the middle and another base hit for the Tigers. Mayhew's going to third. And she is out. But she's out at third. She tried it, but Dix is safe at second. What a play from center field to get Mayhew. She got caught gambling.
Number 12, Emma Henry.
Coach Brian Thomas with a little smile on his face. Good play by the center fielder from Bronson. I think Leanne Mayhew got a little greedy on that play. But you got Dix at second with 2 down, and Dix is not going to go for third. 2 down, 2 down. Runner on at second. It's Haley up the bat, facing 0-1 count. Just inside for a ball. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. 1-2 count for Hanley. Everybody here was getting snuggies and blankets. Some people got their portable heaters here at Betty Bracket Field. 4-0. It is a 1-2 count for Hanley. And Hanley again, another hit by pitch. I think it's a fourth of the night for Hampton. And that's going to bring on number 9, Addie Hines. On deck for the Tigers, number 11, Michaela Orton. 4-0. 2 down, 2 on for the Lady Tigers here in the bottom half of the sixth. And Dick's playing my game with the catcher for Bronson. Here's a pitch. High, gets caught swinging. Oh, 2 count for Hines, who has not got a hit tonight. She's 0 for 3. Check swing. Ball. Here's a pitch. Down the middle for a ball. 2-2 count for Hines. 3 balls, 1 strike, sorry. 3-1 count. Hines caught swinging, 3-2 count, full count. Full count here with 2 down, 2 on. High, and Hines will go for bases loaded, bringing on the DH herself, Michaela Orton.
Number 11, Michaela Orton.
And a courtesy runner in from Emma Hines is number 5 for Union County. Inside for a ball. 2 down, bases loaded for the Tigers. 1-0 count for Michaela Orton. Wide away. 2-0 count. Good job by the catcher. To the other so fast, Leanne Dixon's ready to book it for the home plate. Here's the pitch. 2-1 count. Here we go. 2-1 count for Orton. Orton with a pop fly. Just over the fence. 2-2 count now for Michaela Orton. 2-2 count for Orton. Orton, base hit. That's going to bring home Dix. That's going to bring home Mayhew. Tigers do score 2. And 6-0 going to the final frame for Bronson. We're going. Tigers lead 2-1. Welcome back to Brady Brackett's Field. It is all UC 6-0. Scoring 2 at the bottom of the 6. Bottom of the 6. Scoring 2 at the bottom of the 4th. And scoring 2 at the bottom of the 3rd. Shelby Stewart on the mound. I believe she's still under for a no-hitter. So here we go. Top of the 7th. This is Brunson's last chance to get back in this game. Here's the pitch of the 7th inning. Slapper to right, and it is caught! What a catch by Leanne Dix at second. That is the play of the game right there. I mean, sticking the glove and stacking it. Give me that. Number 1. I tip my head off to you. What a catch by Leanne Dix. You are the player of the game on the defensive side. What a catch. 1 down here to start the 7th. Slapper just off the fingertips of Alvarez, and I believe the no-hitter is now done in the void. Alvarez just missed it. So 1-0 for Union Count for Bradford is Bronson. And just out the outreach of the center fielder, Jaylen Alvarez. 1 down, 1 on for the Eagles. That's foul. Eagles trying about a comeback. One a run on, 1 down. Strike for Stewart. 0-2 count for Shelby Stewart. Here's the pitch. There's 1-2 count for Stewart.
Next up we got number 14, Layla Smith.
2-1 for the Eagles. They try to mount a rally with 1 down. And good job by Hines. And Stewart a little shaky this top of the inning. She's been a command all night. This top half of the inning, she's a little shaky here with 2 on, 1 down. High. 2-1 count.
As a reminder, tomorrow night, the Tigers will be back at it tomorrow night against the Bronson Bears as they come in.
2 on, 1 down, 3-0 count for Stewart. And try to put away the Bronson Eagles. 3-1 count for we got some good basketball going on in the March Madness tournament. Got a couple teams upset alert. The number 1 seed in the Midwest region. A shot to right. That's going to bring home 1, possibly 2 for the Eagles. And Bronson is cutting his deficit 6-2. RBI double for the Lady Eagles. 6-2, and do we have a comeback of the ages? Here at the top of the 7th, 2 runs after RBI double to clear the bases. Still 1 out for the Lady Eagles. 6-2 now, Union County. Shot to the left. Caught. Good catch right there to make it 2 down for the Lady Eagles. I mean, that was Emma Henley out there in left field. Last hope for the Eagles is number 3 for the Lady Eagles. 6-2 with a runner on, 2 down for the Eagles. They're their last gasp. Looking at March Madness right now. North Carolina's got a 13 with 8 minutes left in the first round of the South region, the 6-11 matchup. Michigan, the top seed in the Midwest region, only up 4 against the Bison of Howard, the 16 seed. BYU and star phenomenon freshman AJ DeBenson trailing at halftime against number 11 Texas. And how to do it, Tigers get the W 6-2 to move to 8-5 on the season. Bronson, a valiant effort, falls 6-2.
Tigers win 6-2 over the Bronson Lady Bears.
Eagles.
We'll be back tomorrow night as we take on the Bronson Bears, Lady Bears, here in Union County.
And that'll do it for tonight. That'll do it tonight for festivities. Union County gets an 8th win of the year to go to winning 6-2 over the Lady Eagles, moving to 8-5 on the year. Despite not getting over here, their strong effort for Shelby Stewart and her Tiger team, who 8-5. The Lady Bears fall to 4-6. The 12th ranked Tigers still having a strong season, and with the rest of their games left, all at home. Can't wait to see how that goes for Coach Brian Thomason and the Union County Lady Tigers. Well, thank y'all for tuning in for tonight's action from Betty Brackett Field. We'll be here tomorrow as the Barnum Trail Lady Bears from Ponte Vedra will make their trip over to Union County. We'll see y'all tomorrow from Betty Brackett Field. Always go Tigers, and good night and good evening from Betty Brackett Field. I am the big host, Charles.